What is going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide. Hey, it's tournament day. We here, Bass Champs, Sam Rayburn, January 9th. Freezing cold, but there's 1 or 10 of us about to go fish a derby, so y'all stay tuned.
Here we go. Triple time 7:07 plus 26 seconds. Boat number 1.
Well, here we are, guys. Sam Rayburn. First tournament I've fished, and I couldn't even tell you when. Well, especially a tournament of this size anyway. I fished the smaller stuff. But we're here. It's literally freezing cold this morning. It's right at freezing. We covered the boat. Somehow we still got frost on the deck. And we've been here already for over an hour waiting to go because, as you can see, launching a boat in this fiasco can be a bit of an undertaking. And unfortunately, we're going to be here for a while longer because we got this guy, John Bolin.
What's up?
You can only see his eyes right now. But that freaking idiot right there drew boat number 224. So we're going to be waiting a while to launch. But hey, man, here's what's going on today. We are going to compete. Listen, it won't be the normal videos where I sit down and talk to the camera after fish catches and explain to you guys what's going on. We'll do a recap at the end and tell you everything about how we caught them. But during the tournament, we're going to run one GoPro. We're going to be getting after it. We're going to take y'all along for the ride. We'll show you every fish catch along the way, but won't be as much of the video making concentration, because if you know me, I get a little bit wound tight when it comes to competing. So we competing. They got a bucket full of cash up there. We trying to get some of it. And yeah, I'm fired up. J-Bo, you fired up?
I'm fired up, but I'm freezing.
J-Bo's fired up and freezing, which is very true. It's cold this morning. It's all right. We got some sunshine. I don't know, man. I'm just honestly, like, the water temps have fallen a lot since you guys saw us here in practice. The water temps have actually fallen quite a bit since that little outing around practice. And we got all the way down at 52-degree water this morning. So might be a pretty tough bite today. It's going to be total post frontal, very light eastern driven winds, bluebird skies, as you can see behind me. All the worst conditions. Basically one of the worst days of bass fishing for the whole year. That's today. Yeah. So let's go fish for a bunch of money today. Why not? Why not? That's what we're doing. So here we go.
222 was less than they caught, huh?
Morning.
4 p.m.
Gotcha.
Here.
Thank you, sir.
Got you clear and clear. Good luck, guys.
Thank you,
Get
sir.
your towel out for me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, do this thing.
No, it's a little one. Little bitty tiny thing. Not even a bass. Catfish.
What the hell?
He knocked the piss out of that jerkbait though on slack line. It's not how you want to start Bass Champs right there, just so y'all know.
Dude.
I may need to pick an old methyl worm up there. Look at here. Look at that head right there on a black and blue chatterbait. Dude, that's the kind that are in here.
Granted, that wasn't your fault.
That just happened.
So the other day, what was your basically like that text you sent me, like that one guy that did, and you like to do it.
There it is. Oh, I lost him. You need to get a black. You need to get a black and blue one tied on right now.
Ain't nobody think they're on that. They got a quarter ounce white blue y'all spend about.
It's pretty specific.
That's all he throws is a quarter ounce. That's really all I throw.
Oh my God. Oh my God. One just knocked of it and he just never had it. I'm talking about tag that shit that came up out of some grass out here in the middle.
Might go behind you with that wire.
I've been letting it sink and get all the way down in that grass and then just popping it and kind of letting it fall and starting to work it like that right there. Just ease it down there. But it popped out of that grass hard and he knocked the fuck out of it, dude. There might be a whole gang of them there.
I freaking heard your line go and your guides. I was like, uh-oh.
He hammered it. Now I never loaded up on him or nothing, but that fish hit it hard, boy.
Oh my God.
Hit it?
Yes.
Just hey, what we're gonna have to do when they do that is just keep reeling and don't even speed up. Just keep reeling until it loads and then pull into them. Don't jerk.
Like, I let it sink down, like you said,
Yep.
in the grass.
Yep.
And I popped it off with
Yep.
a little piece
It's
of grass
there.
and just loaded up.
They're out there. We just gotta keep going. Come on, we're gonna catch them. Sorry about that, folks. Hey, the battery died, but check this out. We for sure didn't zero. This is a keeper fish. We're having a fish. The only way we've actually pulled into this new pocket, we got a couple bites, and we're fishing this chatterbait slower than I've ever fished one before. So I gotta get going. Sorry, no talking. There's a fish. Let me just make sure.
I don't even know what they got to be here.
14.
14.
Should be 16, 17.
It's amazing you catch one fish over these.
I've been like this the whole time, though. I'm gonna tell you, you didn't realize maybe how serious I was. Like, I'm not around.
Oh!
Did you set the hook?
I did not set the hook. He just didn't have it.
Okay, hey, calm down. Let's do it again. You got you another one, huh? Oh God! What'd he do? What's happening? My line got wrapped around the end of my rod. I had a bite for sure right there. Like he was on it. Felt like a little bitty one, but that's right. That's 3 we've lost today. That's it, folks. That's the end of the day. We got to go back to weigh in. We're due in here in a few minutes, so we got to head on in. J-Bo, appreciate you fishing with me, dude.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That was not much entertainment for you guys to watch. That was a grind. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to try to explain to you guys what went on and how it went wrong for us, because that was, I mean, honestly, it was kind of embarrassing. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was bad. I got a lot of work for you to do.
Well,
A lot of work.
you don't feel how much I have bad. I hate to work. Boat number first name.
224, Billy.
224 Billy.
Yes, sir.
Camping him.
You hold that, Jacob?
One good.
Hold that, David.
There you go.
Did they get some of those clean drags out?
Yeah, take a whole dip.
Billy Lawson, John Bowling.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not too much.
243.
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Hey, I know they got like the throwback deal, but we worked so dang hard to catch that fish, there's 0 chance I was throwing him back. He was going through the whole process, Jack.
Yeah, that.
Here, you want your weighing slip? There you go.
That wasn't our best efforts. I'm not gonna lie. That was brutal.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Well, I guess it's time for me to stand here and take my lumps a little bit in front of you guys, man. That was hands down my worst tournament performance that I've ever had. Now, you guys have seen a few tournaments we've done over the years. Most of my tournament fishing was done before I started doing these videos, so you guys wouldn't have any way to know that. But I've literally never only caught one fish in a tournament. I've never weighed in 2 pounds in a tournament. I've never had a tournament finish that bad, regardless of where it puts me in the field. And I think there was a lot of zeros today, but I don't know where it's going to put us in the field. Doesn't really matter. It didn't put us anywhere near where we need to be. You know, the tournament field actually had an okay day. 26 pounds is leading it right now with just a few minutes left at the weigh-in, so it's probably going to win. A few 20-pound bags, not a lot. 17, 18 pounds is a really good finish. And if you guys watch the preparation videos, that's exactly what our research told us. History kind of doesn't often lie. There are some outliers. Sometimes guys catch big bags. But for the most part, history of these tournaments can tell you a lot when you're going to fish a tournament about what you're going to need to catch. My whole goal that I stated before this was to try and catch 25 pounds. I felt like if I gave myself a chance at 25 pounds, then we would have a chance at winning. Turns out that was exactly correct. And what I found in practice, if you guys watch those videos, and if you didn't, please watch those, because I sucked in this one. We actually caught them better in practice. But I found the quality of fish. Wasn't getting very many bites. Wasn't getting very many bites at all. But I found the quality of fish that I felt like putting Jonathan in the boat, we really grind on them all day in a tournament atmosphere. We can get 5 of those in the boat. We'll have 20, and we might have a chance to get 25. We get lucky and get a big bite or two. So that was, not being from here, limited time on the water, limited history. I don't have a lot of historical knowledge over the last 15 years or anything like that out here. I've been 3 times in the last year and a half, and that's it. So I really felt like with the limitations that I was facing, that I had about as good a plan as I could have hoped for. Doing something that I'm comfortable with, I'm confident in, with that chatterbait, and I felt like I could catch a good enough bag to maybe have a chance to win the tournament. And I feel like I was still right. Like everything I did, I felt like I did correctly. It just didn't work out. We had that extra cold front. It got extra cold for this tournament. It was 32 degrees this morning at takeoff. Never really got much above 50 today. The water temps definitely did drop some. Bass Champs having a 5-day off limits changes everything. Because if I could have been out here and made some adjustments this week, maybe it would have went better. But that's the whole point, is it's a weekend series designed for weekend guys. And it doesn't seem like it because there's Todd Castledines and Dickie Newberries and guys like that are full-time fishermen that fish it. But it's designed to help the guys that work during the week have a better chance on the weekend against those guys. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But I really wish, the water conditions did change. One thing that hurt me was the best area I found in practice got completely dirtied up. And I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't think this is going to show in the video. But we had a guy fishing in that area with us. We did go up there and fish it today for a pretty good while. Actually got a bite and lost it up there. But we had a guy right in front of us, not 30, 40 yards in front of us, catch like a 6-7 pounder right there. Like, we were in the spot, holding the right kind of fish. Not until the end of the day that we figured out that we really had to slow that chatterbait. So when you saw us get those few bites in that one area, and you saw me catch that one, the chatterbait was getting completely bogged down in the grass, and I was just easing it out of there, mainly because I was tired and lazy and frustrated, and I got a bite and I missed it. And then I slowed it down, and I got it down in there, and I eased it out, and I got a bite again, missed it again. And then I actually paused to complain about missing the fish to Jonathan. Now, you guys didn't see this because the camera batteries died. So I pulled the chatterbait out of the grass, a fish hits it, I pause and turn, I'm complaining to Jonathan about it, and my chatterbait's laying on the bottom. I go to pick it back up, and I got a fish. Well, then John, I clue him into that, and like right away, John gets one, and he has it on. It gets all the way to the boat. He didn't realize he had a fish on it, bit so soft. And then when he saw he had a fish and tried to pull on it, the fish turned, and he lost that fish. And then after he lost that fish, they just never really bit in there again until right at the very last few minutes of the tournament. You saw me miss another one. I think you're going to see that miss on the camera. But it was a tough grind of a day. It was very much bluebird skies, post frontal, very, very light east winds, all the conditions, water temperatures falling, cooling trends, water rising and dirtying up, like all those things were working against us. These are some of the worst conditions you can fish a tournament in. And that is going to happen in January at times. And I really feel like if we would have had a couple of 65-degree days like we're prone to have, especially in this southeast corner of Texas, you're prone to have those 65, 70-degree days in January for highs. If we would have had a couple of those, that bite that I was on would have been much better, and we would have caught 20 pounds, and maybe we wouldn't have won the tournament, but we would have come in with a good, respectable bag. As it is, we're going to take our lumps. This is my worst tournament I've ever fished in my life, ever. I don't really know what to say. I'm kind of upset with myself. I'm pretty mad. I'm really, really, really disappointed. I don't like losing. I'm pretty competitive, and I lost real, real bad today, and it does hurt. It stings, so I'm sorry. I apologize to all y'all. Hopefully I didn't let y'all down too much. I know I let myself down for dang sure, but got to take your lumps, man. And I'll tell you what, it ain't going to back me down from fishing these now. I don't know if I'll be able to fish the rest of this Eastern Division of Bass Champs this year just because I already have guide trips scheduled throughout the remainder of the Bass Champ schedule. And so I've got to see if I can work around those guide trips to be able to come down and fish these events. if I can, I will. I love doing this. This was a ton of fun, even though I got one thing that I love about fishing, and like one of the things that I realized early on that I knew I wanted to do this forever, every day, was I want to get back out there right now and go figure out how to catch those fish better. I want to right now. I want to get out tomorrow and do it. The worse the day goes, the more anxious I get to get back on the water. And when the day goes great, of course I want to get back on the water and catch them again, but it's weird how that works for me. I just can't wait to get back out there when I suck the worst. So I'm never having a day where I don't want to go fishing, because on the good days I want to go back and do that again, and on the bad days I want to go back and do it even worse. So that was one of the things that clued me in that I really should be doing this forever. And you know, I'll be honest with you, obviously by today I ain't really that great at fishing, but I have figured out a way to keep you guys interested enough to afford me the opportunity to make my living on the water, and I owe that to y'all. So thank y'all very much for watching like you do. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I am so sorry and a little bit embarrassed right now of what just happened out there, but we'll take our lumps. I promise you, I've made worse mistakes in my life than what we made today, and we'll move on from this one, and we'll learn from it. We'll get better, and we will stay after those little green slimy suckers with a little bit more hate in our heart tomorrow, more than likely. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Sam Rayburn's an awesome lake. Oh, by the way, big bass today on Sam Rayburn, 13 pounder. So even though the winning bag's only 26 pounds, which is a great bag, 13 pound, if you're catching 13 pounds for big bass, you'd think you'd have a bigger bag than that. It's tough fishing, guys. That's what we always talk about on this channel. January's tough fishing, but the giant possibility is very, very real. Giant, once in a lifetime bass. It happened for somebody out here today. They caught a 13 pounder. I don't know who it was. I apologize for that. But somebody caught a 13 pounder on Sam Rayburn. It's an unbelievable fishery. If you get a chance, please come check it out. Hey, we didn't show off them Fish Life app spots the way we should have today, but you saw how it helped us in practice, helped us locate fish really, really fast in practice. Weather worked against us a little bit, didn't work out, but I highly suggest subscribing to the Sam Rayburn Premium Package on the Fish Life app if you guys are coming down here. So, hey man, thank y'all guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on your Lake Fork Guide.